Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode where I introduce professionals in Ghana. And today I have a special guest with me. This guy is like the Elon Musk of Ghana, and he does everything from solar to web design and all that. But today we are going to talk about his web design and what he got going on. Kwa Mensa AJ. Kwa, welcome to the channel.
Hi, Saraj. Thank you very much. Well, I am Kwame Sejin. I do have a background in sustainable energy and web design. I'm pleased to be on your platform.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Kwaso, I'm always like fascinated by your skills. Did you learn, coding? Because you code, you do everything. So, with your coding experience, can you tell us a little bit about how did that come about? Did you learn that in school? Did you learn it on your own? If you did on your own, what were the steps that you took to get to where you are?
Okay, all right. Thank you. I would say I got exposed to computer at a very early age. At 8 years, 9 years, I was already working with PC. I started with MS-DOS. I actually started as far as when MS-DOS was, a thing on PCs, and I've lived through all the processes, Vista SP to Windows 11. So.
Interesting. So it's all self-taught, just playing with computers over years.
Okay. So I started first playing with computers,
right.
Learning how it works.
Okay.
Then later on, I decided to see how best we can also create the various stuff that we enjoy seeing on PC. So I started learning about software designs at a very early age. I learned more about general computing before I got to SHS. So at a very early age, let me say 14, 15 years, I was extremely good with computing.
Oh, okay. And how did you learn? Like reading books or just online? Like, what was the steps that you took to learn? I just, maybe that might inspire somebody out there who wants to do what you are doing. Like, what are the steps that you took? Were you just researching online? Did you take any course?
Okay, interesting. I haven't had any course in computing before, and I haven't read any book about computing. It looks like I don't know how to explain it, but it looks like the more I engage with any software, the more I get to understand. The more I engage with any programming language, at times I start learning about programming language without reading about its documentation.
Oh,
It's
wow.
available. So, but I get to understand it. At times, it's myself. I am unable to easily comprehend how I am able to understand it, but it works. I don't know.
I guess it's
It's
talent.
quite fascinating.
Yeah, it's talent in a way. Yeah,
it's
a bit of talent. Okay, so you develop websites right from scratch to your company's persona that I know of, right?
Yeah.
So are you only developing for people in Ghana, or it doesn't really matter where the person is?
Well, it doesn't really matter. So since web design is more of like a remote job, because what the work itself or the final results of the project, it should be online or it should be remote.
Right.
It's not something that we have to always physically engage, as in we having to engage with it in its entirety. So you don't have to be with me, or you don't, or I don't have to physically engage you for me to be able to work for you. So wherever you are, I am able to work with you.
Okay, great. So that means all over the world, if somebody wants their website developed, they can definitely reach out to you and you hook them up. It doesn't really matter what country they are in, you can develop that website for them.
Yeah, it works, and I've already engaged people outside before on their projects.
So my wife's website, you did an amazing job. It's quite fascinating. As you guys can see on the screen, this is the website that he developed for my wife, and she loves it. And Akwa has done multiple websites. Really, it's like you've been doing that for how long? Have you been developing websites for?
Okay, so I think I've been developing website for about 9 or 10 years.
Okay.
I have worked for a lot of organizations. I've done websites for NGOs. I've done websites for private organizations, as well as Just recently, I did a project for a UN affiliated organization called Young People We Care organization. So that's
Can you repeat that again?
Young People We Care.
Oh,
So
young people with care.
it's a platform, an organization to advise people on illegal immigration
Okay.
and STDs. So
Okay.
that's what
Oh,
they
awesome,
do.
awesome, great stuff. So you also do logo designs, right? You've helped me with like I think 3 logos that you gave me, and you also designed my wife's logo. So you also do like branding development. What do you call that side of business for the logo side of things?
Okay, so we call it brand identity.
Okay,
Having a logo, having a flyer, anything that projects your image
right.
as a company. And aside the website design, I do almost everything concerning brand development,
Okay,
designing logos, designing flyers, animations, most stuff's about. I mean, getting your brand image out
okay.
there.
I definitely need to do my animation for hit the subscribe bell. People do that with my face on there. I think I need your help with that. So you gotta hook me up with that.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, thank you. So on the average, let's say I want my website, developed. On the average, I know this varies based on the project. How much can one expect to spend on the website?
Okay, so for each course, mostly it is actually dependent on the expected features and also the size
Right,
of people you are expecting to engage with, because this will actually influence the choice of server space that we need to get, and other stuff that we need to engage with respect to designing the website.
right.
But
But on average, let's say
a typical
400 to
stuff,
$1,500 around that range. That should be it.
400
To $1,500.
yeah, it works. It works. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're outside and outside of Ghana, you're trying to develop your website, as you guys heard the range, it's not that expensive to get a website done. So maybe you might save money by considering this way. Aqua has a company known as Pesuna, and we're also going to leave his description below. So if you need any information, you can reach us to Acadian, and they will link you to Aqua. So Aqua, I know you have your biggest project, which is City Job, that you are working hard on right now. Been many years that you've been working on this, and you just went live like a couple of months ago, for people to use it, right? Or it's been years, maybe if I'm not mistaken.
No. I mean,
A couple of months ago.
yeah. Yes,
So yeah, can you please explain to my audience what City Job is about, and what is like the bigger goal, and how the features looking like for City Job.
Okay, so we started with the production of City Job as around 2019, 2018, and the goal was to easily help people to find professionals in an area or in a space that they think they need one. Within our homes, within our workplaces, at times pipes of faucets they get leaking. At times air conditioners they stop blowing cold air.
Mm-hmm.
Times there could be some crazy sound within our tables that we eat on. These are challenges that people come across almost every time within their homes or office spaces. But most of the time, it is extremely hard for one to find a professional, or someone they can trust in doing this, especially those who are living within the gated communities, who have no easy access to, who don't have access to a listing of maybe these artisans or freelancers who does this stuff. So we created City Job to serve as a hub where people can easily engage certified professionals. I'm using the word certified professional because we actually go through the pain to interview people, to we look into their works, what they are capable of, their brand, their scores. Outside how what they have been doing outside. Okay. Then we register them on City Job. Then we make them available to work with others out there.
Okay, that's quite interesting, and I think a huge advantage for people who are not good with bargaining, because that's what Ghana is, right? If there is no price, built in the system, somebody comes, it's kind of like you have to bargain with them, and then they try to, put you on ridiculous prices. So I'm guessing City Job also has like what you can expect to pay as
Yeah,
a client, right?
exactly. So that's the advantage of using CDW, because in Ghana here, that I mean, price uncertainty is actually a very big concern in Ghana. Here, it's actually one of the bigger concerns that most people, especially those who don't stay in Ghana, they normally do face. So what City Job does, that we advise on what you are expected to pay, so that you don't get cheated, or you don't also underpay the professional
Okay, yeah, I
coming
get
to
it.
do the work.
Establishing like fair price and fair
Fair.
market value for their work, and basically
Thank you for that.
that's
Yeah.
that. All right, thank you. All right, so there we have it. Mr. Kwa is, he's a man with many skills, and you guys will find that out on the channel. He's a partner of Acadian, and all partners of Acadians are independent, people. We just connect and help them reach broader audience. Mr. Akwa is also the guy who installed my solar, and he is like one of the big solar installers in Africa, not just Ghana. And I got a whole interview coming up with that. So if you're not subscribed to the channel already, kindly do so. Like the video as it helps with the algorithm. Comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, my friends, be legendary. Peace.